Exhibit 1. Paper towel dispenser. The most pedestrian of adversaries, but play your cards wrong, try to cowboy it with some rookie one-hand maneuver, and the dispenser will have you crying uncle. The secret? You can't rush it. Take your time. Do it right. 2 hands, gentle as you please. The dispenser is your friend, not your enemy. You're the tortoise, not the hare. 2. 500,000 kilograms of an 11-star perforated solid APCP propellant cake for 124 seconds of burn and 29.4 thousand newtons of thrust, all to achieve one thing: escape velocity. Because when you're going to space, you don't just lift into the air like a bird, pretty as you please. No, you hold still. You hold tight onto the ground with everything you've got until the force builds with enough momentum to accelerate you beyond the clutches of gravity, and then you let go. The bow doesn't push the arrow forward until it first draws back to gain strength. Hold, release. 3. If you think going to space is hard, try relationships. An exact science they are not. The courtship process is like a baton pass. If you expect people to connect and it not end in comical disaster, then the parties involved must slow down. Get in a rhythm. Take time. Invest time. Pay attention. Relationships are like baby birds. Don't rush the hatch. All that struggle gives it the strength to make it through life. Going faster gets you there slower, worse off, or not at all. Be the tortoise, not the hare. All this seems so obvious, right? Now that I'm saying it, now that it's being pointed out to you in such a smug and self-assured fashion. But it could be so counterintuitive, can't it? The rest of the time. Focus can be so blinding. When you're rushing from thing to thing and stacking things on top of things because there aren't enough hours and there are too many things, when the things lose their shape and it's just a parade of things, and meaning is lost. When the only thing you're sure of is your foot is bearing down on that gas pedal and you can't afford to let it slack, those are the times that stepping away seems like the luxury of fools. But those are the times that someone needs to point out, you're still in first gear. Next time you think, white-knuckled and resolved, that you can't afford to slow down, remember that what you're saying is, I don't have time to shift out of first. Stop and think about it. That's utterly, epically insane. Don't be fooled by the sound of a racing engine. You need to accelerate the car, not what's under the hood. Don't multitask, don't skip lunch, don't email the guy sitting next to you when you can talk to him in his face. Don't take comfort in the false security of busy, and don't, not for a minute, kid yourself that you can do more alone than you could with allies. So take the time and make some. Push that clutch in, stop and tie your shoe, call a timeout and have a huddle. Let the dough rest, stop and switch trains, stop and take a walk, stop and slide your little caterpillar self into that cocoon and start making a butterfly. Breathe before you take the shot. Stop and start connecting. Stop and do it right. 2 hands, gentle as you please. The dispenser is your friend, not your enemy. You're the tortoise, not the hare.